All right, pick is in, number 6 overall. Oklahoma City goes, good day, mate. They're Giddey. That's right, Josh Giddey. Australia, 18 years old. I'm not going to say who it is, but somebody here tonight referred to him as a poor man's Joe Ingles. Avery Johnson. We'll see how that works out for Oklahoma State. Oklahoma State has 6 picks in this draft. 3 in the first round, 3 in the second round. I don't know how you draft 6 different guys. They got to make a trade somewhere. But Giddey, welcome to Oklahoma. All right, let's get everybody in here. Our coach, Avery Johnson, Matt Norlander. A poor man's Joe Ingles? That's not what I want to hear if I'm from Oklahoma City.
I'm glad you found some entertainment.
Oh, I love it. Every time you talk, we
got to entertain the people. But, when you look at Giddey, Australian kid, family has a long history of being athletes. He's a kid that can pass the basketball, see the floor. He's got to become a much better shooter from the three-point line, like my main man, Joe Ingles from the Utah Jazz. But again, a lot of Australian players have made the transition to the NBA. He's got good size. This is a little bit of a reach for me. I didn't have Giddey going, this high in the draft. So maybe when you're thinking about Oklahoma, they see something that we don't see.
And to be fair, you didn't mean it in any way as a slight. No, I'm joking, but you were basically saying, look, he's 18, and right now that's the track he's on. He's sort of a poor man Joe Ingles right now as an 18-year-old kid, but this is somebody that can turn into a good player. You thought maybe a little bit of a reach, but I was just phone to you that you were speaking nicely of Giddey. You okay with this selection? He's a foreign player, didn't play in college in the U.S., but you're sort of giving me that look like I'm asking you, a question that you're not happy with.
Well, listen, first of all, Oklahoma City deked the entire league because sources I talked to around the league were convinced this was going to be James Bouknight at 6. He's got some defensive upside. I guess his strength is his passing. I don't love it. Listen, from my personal opinion, I don't see Josh Giddey as a top 10 prospect in this particular draft, but they're going to draft off of age and potential. 18-year-old. And remember, Oklahoma City has a haul. It has 6 picks in this 2021 NBA draft. We anticipate some of those are going to get moved, but there's so much potential movement for Oklahoma City that they're going to take the first one. They're going to go with the gamble there. I have no doubt that Oklahoma City was probably praying that Orlando was not going to take Jalen Suggs. If it hadn't, he would have been gone here. But instead, they're going to go with Giddey and, Giddey up, I guess. You're
going Giddey up?
I had to do it.
No, Giddey up's good. There's a couple different ways you go. I prefer, I'm Giddey, but Giddey up certainly works as well. What's the grade going to be for this pick? Here's Keem Dermish.
Oklahoma City has 3 first-round picks this year, at least for now, and their first pick in Josh Giddey, the Australian Rookie of the Year. Let's bring in back Professor Parrish, Gary Parrish, CBS Sports College Basketball Insider. You had Josh Giddey in your top 10 in your latest mock, but I'm sure you didn't have him going as high as 6.
I did not have him going as high as 6, but I don't think this is crazy. I'll go B+ here. I would have gone Jonathan Kuminga. He was the highest remaining player on my board. But I have said multiple times in recent days that the first 5 picks in some order were going to be Cade Cunningham, Jalen Green, Evan Mobley, Scotty Barnes, and Jalen Suggs. And that is how the first 5 went off in some order. And then I've said consistently that the next 5 could go in basically any order. So Josh Giddey was in the next 5. It's not crazy that he went as high as he went. B+ is reasonable. And Oklahoma City's got an 18-year-old, very tall wing who can play make and handle the ball, initiate offense. The only weakness, or most obvious weakness right now, is the three-point shot. But if you believe he can develop that over time, you've got something special.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.